Hello all, my name is Anshul Singh and I will be presenting on GitHub, which is our version control tool for IMS, and I am from group named 18. Presented on the screen at the moment is the outline of what I will be presenting on. So these are overview, installation and setup, state of art, scope of the tool, popularity and purpose, features, advantages and disadvantages, application and benefits, and then finally the demo. To start with overview, GitHub was founded in April 2008 by Tom Preston Werner, Chris Wenstruth, and PJ Hyde. It all started in San Francisco, California, and was later acquired by Microsoft in 2018. GitHub is now a subsidiary of Microsoft Corporation, while it also pursues to be a web-based platform for version control at the moment. The link to GitHub is also provided at the left bottom corner. I will now be showing you how you can install and set up GitHub in your PC. This is for the GitHub desktop because GitHub is a web-based platform and can be used through GitHub desktop for managing your code. Hello, now I'll be showing you how you can install GitHub desktop on your Windows PC. So you'll go on your browser and search GitHub desktop download. The first link provided will direct you to the downloading hub, and then you'll click on this download for Windows 64-bit. And then your exe or application file will get downloaded. Let's wait for it to download. Now that the exe file has been downloaded, we will click on this remove protection and open. And your GitHub desktop will start getting downloaded. Now that GitHub desktop has been downloaded, you will be prompted to this page. So you'll minimize this and go to your repository. So I'll search for my repository, which is already open on my GitHub. So your repositories. And then I'll click on code, the drop down, and then here open with GitHub desktop. Open GitHub desktop. Now that this has been opened, I will choose where I want to download it. So this is fine for me, and I'll select clone. Now the cloning process has started. This may take some while. Now you can see that the repository has been cloned, and I also have my own branch here. So I'll click on this and I'll be directed to my branch. Moving on to the state of art. GitHub is a web-based platform, therefore it does not need any installation or updates. But it can be said that the current version is robust, is able to track changes to code, allows rollback, and is safe and efficient to make changes. Some of the security features provided is two-factor authentication and encrypted communication. It also provides support for multiple tools because it is platform friendly. Some of the techniques that can be used with GitHub is pull requests, code reviews, and comments. This will be further elaborated on in the demonstration. Moving on to the scope of GitHub. GitHub can be used for programming languages such as Java, Python, JavaScript, C languages, Ruby, and others. The operating systems supported are Windows, Mac, and Linux. The cloud services supported are AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, that is GCP. Webs that are supported are Ruby on Rails, Django, Flask, and .NET Webs. The mobile applications supported are iOS and Android. Now let's talk about the popularity of GitHub and the purpose of it. GitHub is popular because it provides a centralized platform for software developers. These include the 90 plus percentage of companies using GitHub and 3.4 million users. GitHub is able to store and manage source codes and maintain the history of changes to code bases. Code bases are also the code or repositories. It also tracks and allows rollback changes and has a easy to use interface. Other purposes include issue tracking, project management, and code reviews. Moving on to the features of GitHub. GitHub features can be subdivided into performance, usability, reliability, and security. Under performance, it can be said that GitHub is quite quick and efficient through performance. This is because of caching data and a minimizing number of requests. It is scalable because it is able to handle large code repositories through distributed architecture, allowing workload to be distributed across multiple servers. It is available 24/7 because it has an uptime record of 99.9%, ensuring code or repository access. It also provides support to any performance issues through questions and answers in the GitHub website. It is reliable because it introduces data redundancy. This is because the repository is cloned across multiple servers to ensure that data is never lost. The repositories are private unless made public. This can be done by the person making the repository. Usability. GitHub has a user-friendly interface and provides collaboration with team members. It is also customizable if required. GitHub also provides security features, that is encryption, two-factor authentication, access control, and bug bounty program. Under encryption, it can be said that data transmitted to and from GitHub is encrypted using SSL or TLS encryption, ensuring data is not intercepted or read by unauthorized third parties. Two-factor authentication can be said because it adds an extra layer of security for user accounts to prevent unauthorized access. There is control on access through admins restricting access to specific repositories and users. Bug bounty program. You must be wondering what is bug bounty program. GitHub hosts a bug bounty program which rewards users for identifying security vulnerabilities in the platform, preventing exploitation to emerging threats. Now I will be speaking on the advantages and disadvantages of GitHub. Under advantages, it can be said that GitHub is accessible because it is a cloud-based platform, meaning that the code can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection. It is flexible because it manages code repositories. These are pull requests, issue evaluation, code reviews, and comments. GitHub also stores, tracks, allows collaboration on software projects on one coherent system. Developers can easily share code files, like explained earlier in the installation and setup phase. It also provides a social development platform to network with open source community. This means that the user or the developer using that repository can connect to other communities as well. Some of the disadvantages are limited privacy. This is because GitHub is a public platform, which means that all the code stored in that platform is visible to the public by default, while GitHub does offer private repositories for a certain period. Dependency on the internet. This means GitHub is a cloud-based platform, therefore the developers must have a stable internet connection to access their code. Limited customizations. While GitHub does offer some customization options, they are limited what can be customized. It is difficult for beginners because the interface may seem a little confusing. Does not track empty folders. Like for example, if I have created a repository that is empty and if I clone that on my desktop, GitHub desktop, it may not detect any changes to it. Requires technical excellence and is slower on Windows. GitHub is a web-based platform, but sometimes when you are operating with GitHub desktop, the connection or the interlink between GitHub desktop and the web GitHub gets slow. No inbuilt access control and does not support binary files. This means that if I added some cache or binary files to my code, it may notify that this file has been corrupted. To speak on the applications and benefits of GitHub, it can be said that Git can be used in product management. As an evidence, government agencies use GitHub to share and collaborate processes. It also helps in building real-time web applications. Git can be used in various operating systems. These are Windows, Linux, and Mac. GitHub is used to develop core Linux kernels. GitHub is also providing a open source and commercial software development platform. Developers operations, DevOps, GitHub can be used as part of a DevOps workflow, providing version control for code changes and integrating with other tools and platforms to streamline the software development process. Some of the references are given on the screen. Now finally, I will be giving a demonstration on how the tool has been used for our IMS system. Hello all. Now we will be seeing how GitHub is used for our IMS system. Firstly, I will add a comment here. Let's say add comment. Now let's see how this reflects on our GitHub repository or GitHub desktop. I will first save this file and then close Visual Studio and then go to our GitHub desktop. I can see here that a file named cover control. This is the file that I edited and this is the comment that I added. And it has been shown here now. The yellow buttons here means that the file has been modified. The minus buttons mean that it has been deleted or removed. And the plus buttons mean that it has just been added. So before I do anything else, I will fetch from origin. This means that I will retrieve if there's any conflicts or differences between the repository already on GitHub web and this GitHub desktop. Now I can see that there's no conflicts. Otherwise, I would have gotten a sign here saying that there are some conflicts to resolve. Now I will add a comment here. So by clicking on this button, commit to dev and ng, this means that my code will be reflected on my repository on the web. You can see that all the changes have been disappeared from here. Now if I go to history, I can see that it's here now. And if I click on the change file, I can see the change here. I can either click on this button or this button, and this will push my code to the repository. Now it can be seen that there are nothing to be pushed and nothing left to commit. So I'll minimize this and go to our repository. I'm on the branch that I have pushed my changes to. Now I will see which commits I have made. So if I come here, I can see that this is the commit that I just made. And if I click on this, I can also see the change that I just made. I can add a comment here saying added a comment and comment on this comment. This is the entire functionalities of our GitHub used for IMS. Thank you.